Hey everybody, Brian Zane here, and I am back here in the KAYFABE Kitchen where I'm going to cook some recipes from the WWE Cookbook. Of course, it's been a long time since I've been in the KAYFABE Kitchen. I know a lot of you have been demanding new episodes. I've been wanting to make new episodes, but I've never really found the right reason to do it until right now, because as we all know, the Super Bowl's coming up in a couple of weeks. It's kind of a relatively new thing. You might not have heard about it. The Super Bowl brings about all the big Super Bowl parties and all those delectable snacks and goodies you can't help but graze on. Now, if you're going to buy some store-bought snack trays and stuff for your party, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you. But if you want to really test out your cooking mettle, I did find a few recipes here in the appetizer section of the cookbook. I got a whole mess of ingredients here today. I'm fitting to use every damn one of them, starting off with the Rowdy Roddy Piper Pepper Poppers. Say that 5 times fast. We're going to start with this bag of sweet mini peppers. I'm looking on the bag to see if they've been pre-washed. Have they been pre-washed? I don't see anything but them being pre-washed. Okay, I've washed the peppers and now I'm going to cut them all in half. You know, I'm not going to use every single pepper here in the bag because this is more of a demonstration. If I want to do this again for a party, then I'll make more, but right now, kind of a smaller sample. Then you guys spend a little bit of time digging out the core and the seeds from all the peppers. Bell peppers aren't typically that spicy. They're not that caustic on the skin and the eyes, so I'm not going to mess with the gloves right now, but in a future recipe, which you will see in this video, oh yeah, I'm definitely bringing protection for those bad boys. If they're bowed in like this, where they're kind of narrow in the middle, you just kind of like massage them and try and get them to break open a little bit. All right, now it's time to prepare the stuffing. That's the ground beef, the ground pork, some breadcrumbs, cold water, coriander, some nutmeg, salt, and pepper. Now you gotta mix some olive oil with some more of your breadcrumbs. This is what's gonna coat the top of, God bless it, dog, will you not be barking in the middle of my shoot? After you stuff one of these halves with the meat, then you place it here on the breadcrumb oil mix. You got a nice little crust on the top, and then you put it down here and get ready to bake. Stuff, stuff, stuff in the peps. Try to get a new song pick up here, like Discs of Ham last year. Maybe I'll do stuff, stuff, stuff in the peps. Not sure that's gonna catch on quite as well. Well, if I had a Bonnie Tyler song to sing it along to, maybe that could work. This is the pepper that we stuff with meat. This is the pepper. And now it's time to bake the peppers for 15 to 20 minutes until they're golden brown. And while I'm waiting for the peppers to bake, I'm going to shred up some of this Irish cheddar cheese. It asks for Irish or Scottish. Obviously Scottish, more appropriate given who this is named after, but I can only find the Irish at my grocery store. I've never actually had Irish cheddar before. I'm going to try it right now, actually. Oh, okay. It's tangy, very sharp. Okay, time to look in here, see how we're doing. All right, it's looking pretty good. We're going to take our broiler, set it to high, and while that gets ready, we're going to take some of this Irish cheddar cheese and start sprinkling it very sloppily. The problem is all these peppers are kind of like leaning one direction or the other, so it's hard to have a perfectly, you know, flat application of the cheese. Boy, there's more cheese on this parchment paper than there actually is in the peppers. What am I doing? Did I hear someone say 3 minutes? Well, you look at that, see all the bubbling cheese? I mean, some of it's on the peppers as well as the parchment paper. A little greasy with the pork in there and everything, but it's a really good combination of flavors. This is delicious. I really like this a lot. All right, now time for the Alistair black bean dip. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this red onion and chop it up until it's nice and roughly cut. I'm gonna throw it into a food processor along with about 1 clove of minced garlic, and I'm gonna keep pulsing on the food processor until the onion is chopped more fine. Then I'm gonna take 2 cans worth of black beans I've already drained and rinsed, add some lime juice, and this stuff called sambal, I don't know how to say it. It's an Indonesian sauce. I'm gonna throw that in there along with everything else, pulse the food processor until the dip is smooth and ready to serve, and that's pretty much it. The kick is definitely there. Like a black mask to your face, the kick is definitely there with the sambal, but it's not too overpowering. You can still taste the cilantro, bit of the lime juice. It's a nice little potpourri of flavors and textures and stuff, and it's really good with tortilla chips, or really any chips, I'm sure. Okay, so we've been gradually ramping up the intensity and the flavor and the heat of these recipes as we've been going on. We're gonna end things in this video with the Cactus Pepper Jack queso, another dip for your chip. This one's gonna involve no fewer than 3 different peppers. I'm not messing around this time. I'm putting the latex gloves on. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up and take the seeds out of the 3 peppers. You get your red bell pepper, your jalapeno pepper, and your habanero pepper. The recipe actually calls for 2 jalapenos and 2 habaneros, but I'm a pretty basic guy. guy when it comes to my food. I don't like things to get too spicy, and I don't want to overdo it or risk overdoing it with this recipe. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm only doing one of each of those. I'm so glad I'm using gloves today. Can't tell you the number of times I have tried cooking with peppers, like jalapenos before, and thinking, oh, I'm fine, I'm all cocky. I'll wash my hands, I'm good. No, because that stays with you for like the rest of the day. And then next thing you know, you burn your eyes out. That's no fun. Whew. I don't know if it's just like, you know, a placebo effect or something, or psychosomatic, but my eyes, I feel they're already getting a little hot. Just being in the presence of this little orange firecracker here, the habanero pepper. I'm gonna take those peppers, I'm also gonna chop up half an onion and then throw it all into a saucepan and cook it on medium heat, sauteing them for a few minutes until they're nice and soft. Then I'm gonna add some garlic and cumin, cook that for another minute, stir in 2 tablespoons of flour, and then once that's all cooked in, I'm gonna add some milk. Once that's all cooked and stirred in, I'm gonna bring it to a simmer, then stir in the shredded pepper brother dude Jack cheese until it's all melted. Finally, I'm gonna pour it all into a bowl, add some cilantro for extra flavor, and bang bang, you're done. It tastes okay, it's cheesy, it's the right level of spice for me. I'm very glad I didn't put the extra peppers in there that the recipe called for. If you want more spice in your queso, by all means, throw that extra jalapeno in there, throw the extra habanero in there. If I did it over again, I would definitely chop the red peppers a little more finely than what I did here. But those are my attempts at making some delicious appetizers and dips for your next party, be it football related or not. Well, I've had a lot of fun being back here in the KAYFABE kitchen. I hope to come back again sooner than later, making more dishes from the WWE official cookbook. But until then, I'm Chef Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.